So I went to Bali about 8 years ago now on a trip, and I met a really interesting guy who was a diving instructor. I wasn't diving, just for the record, but he was staying where we were. We all went out for drinks and dinner that night, and he was sharing stories with us. And a really key insight I found about people and what he'd learned and observed about them through the work he did. Two types of divers, he'd said. Because as you can imagine, there's the extremes. To an adrenaline junkie, they can't wait to get down there, it's euphoric. To another person, it's absolutely terrifying. They don't know if they're going to be able to breathe, and they just don't know what lies beneath them. But he said watching that when they go down, you get the two types. He says there's the one where they're quite fast. They're trying to see everything so they don't miss anything, almost panicked, impatient. And then you get the other one that's so slow, they're so mindful, they're so present, they're so aware that it might be the only time they ever see this and have that moment. It's more calculated, it's more controlled. So they have more time to course correct, to change and see something else if they want to, as opposed to the one that's so conscious of not missing anything that they actually do miss the real beauty that's going on, that it might be the only time they ever experience that. So I just wanted to ask you today, like, which diver are you? Which diver do you want to be if how you're doing life? Because I totally know that some of us can be so in our heads, so fast, that we're missing what's actually really mattering. And if we could just slow ourselves down enough, we might actually find that we have everything we need. So just question today, what diver do you want to be?